Pessoal, nós terminamos então aqui a participação do Neurin Lab no Moving Boundaries 2022. A gente teve aqui uma participação em relação a como trabalhar com os biosensores, né, os wearable devices. E eu estou aqui agora com TAMALA Anderson. Ela é americana, ela é arquiteta. Hoje ela se dedica muito às questões da psicologia envolvidas na arquitetura e ela participou conosco. A gente vai ver como que foi essa experiência para ela. TAMALA, first of all, thank you very much for considering this interview and for giving your presence with us during the experiment and the presentation. And how was the experience for you when we were putting neuroscience together with architecture, but translating it to a real moment? You know, how we could use it in the architecture field. But please feel free to give your feeling about that.
I was really struck, I was really impressed, and I was grateful for the presentation because in coming to Moving Boundaries, one of my biggest sort of questions was how on earth you could join something like architecture, which is so broad and so general, with something as focused and specific and particular as neuroscience, without environmental psychology. So for me, that's a very important step in the bridge, or support in the bridge between architecture and neuroscience. And what was presented yesterday for me was a very tangible way or methodology, a method to use and kind of help environmental psychology be that support. Because I thought more, especially when you explained that you have more than just the readings in the brain. You're also talking people's stories and their experiences, and you're quantifying it in a way that resonates with environmental psychological methods.
Yeah.
And doing that and still connecting with the neuroscience. So it felt like a really strong support and measure, a way to measure some things that I've been questioning, that I've been trying to understand how you might do that, how it might work. And you showed me a way. And I was quite really impressed, actually. I found it really helpful, really, in a lot of different ways. A lot, having to do with just the kind of basic measures. But I think without you explaining the bigger picture around, the kind of context of the wearable devices in those measures, I felt much more secure that it's a more stable structure to help support this connection than just the brain readings. Just the kind of brain waves and stuff. It's interesting, but I don't understand how it connects. You helped me see how it can contribute to that connection.
Thank you very much. And during this experience that we had, it was more touchable for you. How can we use it in architecture? You as architect, and you are so involved with psychologists and many stuff. So it was possible to see a bridge being created.
Yeah. I think that it's really important to the kind of responsibility of the participants that you select that are used to help you build that bridge for a particular project. I think is really important. I think that that it was so tangible. It's like, okay, there's some things, and I can understand how an architectural practice could use it. I think that the responsible thing to do, the sort of ethical thing to do, is to really make sure that the participants you have are representative of the users of the space. To be that's a really important consideration and a really kind of critical foundational piece to building that structure to link the neuroscience and the it's a part of a much bigger picture, but really very understandable, and it felt relevant, and I can really see how it could be used.
Okay, thank you very much. TAMALA, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for this little chat here.
Really
and thank you very much for being with us during the experience and the presentation. Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it. Enjoyed it.
Thank you. Pessoal, TAMALA Anderson, dos Estados Unidos, aqui participando do Moving Boundaries 2022 e conosco, Neurin Lab. Até breve.